Hello everyone, Scholar for Truth here, and I wanted to basically do a brief video because I did make that introduction to apologetics video, but I also wanted to cover something else related to the apologetics sort of concept, and I just wanted to basically go a bit over you with you what exactly is a worldview, because we are talking about defending systems of belief, systems of thought, concepts of reality, and so forth. And I wanted to delve a little bit into what exactly a worldview is, because it all ties into why we defend what we defend, and what are our reasons to believe it, and how we construct it. Now, what is a worldview exactly? Well, a worldview is basically our outlook on reality as we perceive it. It is our philosophical, our structure of belief that we hold to that defines how we perceive reality and things that go on within society and the world. Also, we have worldviews ask basically a couple of questions that are asked of a worldview is, why am I here? You know, different people have different concepts of why they are here. The material, an evolutionary worldview would say that that one of the reasons why we're here is through the product of biological evolution, and so on and so forth. The biblical theistic worldview would state that we are here to basically as the Westminster Confession states, our chief end, beginning and end, is to glorify God, and also we are to serve our fellow man and love our neighbor as ourselves. Get into the concepts about that, and yeah, and then of course we have the questions of why we are here. We discussed how how we got here, so on and so forth, how we got here, evolution concepts, as I said, naturalistic ideologies. Biblical theism would say that we are created by God, and so on and so forth, and other religions would have to say something similar. Why we're here, as I probably should have said, is Christianity would say that our chief end is to glorify God. Evolutionary concept would say that our chief end is to basically populate the earth through our species, adapt and evolve, biological evolution, passing on our genes and genetics to the next family as time goes on. That would be the materialistic concept of this. Another question that may be brought up is where we're going once we have fulfilled our chief end here. Materialistic ideologies and naturalism would say things like, well, once we've achieved our purpose here, we're going to die, our bodies are going to disintegrate into the ground, and our atoms as well, and then we're going to go into complete non-existence once we have achieved our end, basically. Biblical theism and also monotheism would teach things like there's a concept of an afterlife, of reward and punishment after death, based upon, Christianity would say based upon faith in Jesus Christ, and so on and so forth. Other religions might teach some sort of work-based idea or something like that. There are people that believe that when you die you become ghosts or some sort of spirit that is somewhere out there or something like that, the spiritualistic concept, and so on and so forth. Buddhism and Eastern religions would teach the forms of reincarnation, and then the concept of nirvana, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what forms a worldview, and regardless of what some people might say that they don't have a worldview, well, that's inconsistency, because everybody has a worldview on how they look at life. Everybody has a point of origin of why we're here, how we got here, where we're going, what is our purpose, and so on and so forth. If we don't, basically a worldview is the structure of belief of how we perceive the world and how we see reality, and so on and so forth. And without as people would say they don't have a worldview, well, that's inconsistent, because a worldview forms our beliefs about these concepts. And if we don't have a worldview, then how do we derive from the conclusions and from the concepts that we have if we don't have some sort of at least a basic philosophical structure to start with, and then come to the conclusion of why we hold these ideas. And as time permits and things come about, our worldview may begin to change and to shift and to go into some completely other direction. So everybody has a worldview that they structure around by their concepts of reality, what they perceive to be reality, morality, sociology, philosophy, as I said, morality, concepts about right and wrong, and absolute truth and truth claims, and is there absolute truth? Is all things relative? These questions and all this stuff ties into what a worldview is, and how do we structure it, and that everybody has a worldview that they build upon. Everybody has a foundation. The question is now that you've established a worldview, will these concepts and ideas that you formulated by your worldview, will they be able to now stand with evidence and consistency, and are they rationally valid? And so that's basically a worldview in a nutshell, for those of you wondering what a worldview is, because I really didn't cover it in the first few videos. I kind of dove into apologetics. Well, now that I've done that, the apologetic and all this defense thing will kind of help you understand that apologetics ties into worldviews. Basically, everybody is an apologist, and everybody defends a worldview or a concept to the best of their ability, with evidence, using the tools available to them, and so on and so forth. And so that's the point of this video, to give you a brief introduction to what a worldview is. And so hopefully now you have a basic understanding concerning what worldviews are and what they consist of, and what types of questions and ideas a worldview seeks to answer. So I hope everybody, as I've said before, enjoyed this video, and enjoys this video for the future viewers of mine. And if you have any comments or questions, as I've said, leave them down in the comment section, or send me a PM, and I'll be happy to answer your questions concerning whatever topic I address. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.